The only place where organisms and the natural environment are closely integrated to support life in the universe. Urbanization, modernization and population growth results in the increased intensity of buildings, roads and pavements and a decrease in natural vegetation. This change results in higher outdoor air temperatures. Urban heat island is a term commonly used to describe this phenomenon. It can cause a series of problems for our health and the environment. Now, clean Colorbond steel comes with Thermatech technology. Thermatech solar reflectance technology is incorporated into clean Colorbond steel by optimizing its solar reflectance, keeping it cooler by absorbing less heat from the sun. In other words, Thermatech technology is able to increase the solar reflectance index, or SRI, of a roofing material without impacting upon its color. Conventional roofing material has an average SRI value of 17. Clean Colorbond with Thermatech technology has an average of more than 3 times higher SRI value. Now, even darker coloured clean Colorbond steel products are able to reflect more heat away, creating advantages of a cooler roof and a cooler building similar to lighter shaded colours. Our Research and Development Division in Australia has proven that Thermatech technology lowers your roof temperature by up to 6 degrees. It also reduces electricity consumption up to 15%. Also empowered by clean technology, the paint reduces dirt by preventing particles from embedding itself on the surface. It also allows rainwater to wash off dirt. Apart from compromising the appearance, dirt trapped also reduces the performance of the paint system in thermal efficiency. A layer of dirt will block the surface of the paint from reflecting heat rays. What's more, the new clean Colorbond steel with Thermatech technology now comes in the Ultra range, which is stronger and more durable, with AZ'200 coatings improved from the conventional AZ'150. This means you have 200 grams of aluminium and zinc coating per metre square on both sides of the steel, thus making it 50% more durable than conventional AZ'150. In a marine environment such as Singapore, the steel substrate is ultimately the most important factor in durability, and longer-lasting materials promote a sustainable building and helps you save maintenance costs. Moreover, the AZ'200 coating has up to 30 years warranty against perforation caused by corrosion. The use of Thermatech results in cooler buildings, a more durable base material, which gives buildings a longer lifespan with minimal maintenance. Clean Colorbond Ultra Steel with Thermatech technology. Cooler, stronger, cleaner.
สวัสดีอีกครั้งนะครับขอต้อนรับกลับเข้าสู่งาน ASA International Forum นะครับของปี 2015 ไม่ทราบเหนื่อยกันหรือยังครับอันนี้คือเซสชั่นสุดท้ายแล้วนะครับของงานในวันนี้และของปีนี้ด้วยเช่นเดียวกันนะครับก่อนที่จะแนะนำท่านวิทยากรนะครับขออนุญาตแจ้งนะครับแจ้งกฎระเบียบการเข้าฟังงาน ASA Inter Forum อีกสักครั้งหนึ่งนะครับสิ่งที่สำคัญที่สุดที่เกี่ยวกับเซสชันนี้ก็คือเราไม่อนุญาตหรือว่าทางท่านวิทยากรนะครับไม่อนุญาตให้ถ่ายภาพหรือบันทึกวิดีโอใดๆนะครับในระหว่างการบรรยายนะครับขออนุญาตแจ้งอีกครั้งนะครับทางท่านวิทยากรนะครับไม่อนุญาตให้ถ่ายภาพหรือดำเนินการบันทึกวิดีโอใดๆนะครับระหว่างการบรรยายนะครับท่านใดที่ใช้หูฟังแปลภาษานะครับสามารถแลกหูฟังแปลภาษาได้ที่หน้าห้องนะครับโดยใช้บัตรประชาชนของท่านและในขณะที่ฟังนะครับโปรดใช้เสียงนะครับในระดับที่พอเหมาะเพื่อไม่เป็นการรบกวนนะครับบุคคลท่านอื่นที่อยู่รอบข้างของท่านนะครับการประทับตราบัตรจอดรถนะครับมีให้บริการที่เคาน์เตอร์ด้านหน้าห้องฟินิกซ์ตรงข้างนอกนี้เองนะครับและท่านใดที่ต้องการภวตนะครับกรุณากรอกใบภวตให้เรียบร้อยนะครับและเมื่อฟังจบหัวข้อแล้วนะครับขอความกรุณาเซ็นชื่อออกนะครับเพื่อยืนยันการรับหน่วยภวตด้วยนะครับเราจะมีกล่องรับใบภวตที่อยู่ข้างๆประตูทางออกนี่เองนะครับต่อจากนี้ขออนุญาตเปลี่ยนเป็นภาษาอังกฤษนะครับGood morning. No, just checking. You guys are still up. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the ASA Forum. This is the final session of this year, ASA International Forum 2015, under the theme ASA Next ตัวตนคนไทย But before I introduce the speaker for this session, please be reminded to turn off your mobile phone. In this session, photography and video recording is unfortunately prohibited. Again, in this section, throughout the entire length of the lecture, photography and video recording is strictly prohibited. For those using translating headsets, please adjust the volume to an appropriate level not to disturb others near you. For the CPD scores, please complete the form and deposit it in the box located near the exit before you leave this room. Parking slips can also be stamped in front of this hall as well. So please don't forget to do that on your way out. Okay, now let's turn our attention to our speaker for this final session. Delighted and honored to introduce Mr. Fernando Menis. Fernando Menis was born in 1951 in Santa Cruz de Tenerife on the Canary Islands in Spain. Having completed his studies in architecture in Barcelona, he teamed up with two partners to establish the so-called Artenco Menis Pastrana Architects, which is a practice. And in 2008, Fernando Menis established his own firm called Menis Arquitectos with offices in both Tenerife and Valencia. Menis served as principal architect and co-author of a large number of projects, including the Tenerife Athletics Stadium in 2007, Magma Art and Congress Centre in 2005, swimming pool on the Spree River in Berlin in 2004, and the Presidency of Canary Islands Government Buildings in 1999. The firm's design have also earned numerous prizes and awards, including the first prize in the new and old category at the World Architecture Festival in 2012. The Special Director's Award for the Plaza Espan and Adeje project in 2012. The Ambuja Cement Foundation Award in Architecture Innovation for Santissimo Redentor Church, Best Future Cultural Project Award at the World Architecture Festival in 2010. Fernando Menis himself was also the winner of the Spanish National Architecture and Design Award in 2000. The firm Menis Arquitectos has been invited to create pavilions at the Venice Biennale 9 times, in addition to various other exhibitions held at MOMA in New York City, Aedes in Berlin, and the GA in Tokyo. And recently, the model of the Holy Redeemer Church has been added to the permanent collection of MoMA as well. In academia, Mr. Menis has served as member of the jury, workshop director, guest lecturer at Harvard University Graduate School Design, Columbia University Graduate School of Architecture, Planning and Preservation in the city of New York, ESA Paris, TU Berlin Universities, Archbild Wien Academy, and for the Architecture Congress in Switzerland, Australia, Singapore, South Africa, Croatia, Italy, Poland, and Colombia. Now, please join me in welcoming the speaker of the final session of this year's ASA International Forum, Mr. Fernando Menis.
Good morning to everybody. It's a pleasure for me being here today. It's my first travel to Bangkok. One is 20 years ago, second one 10 years ago. And both of this travel is just for holiday. I don't know, it's my first time that I know people from Bangkok. Before I only know the people from the hotels and the receptions. And I think I have a really strong surprise between my last travel and now, these last 10 years. You work a lot of, you really change your city. Have a really better pedestrian street, better urban space, better atmosphere. I have the feeling that you really make really better your city. And all these travels, I have the same feeling that the people here, when I am in place, I look to the eyes to the people smiling very soon, no? And this is just, I was speaking yesterday about the island people. It's just the sensation that the people look to you very fresh, very friendly, and this is my feeling these 3 days here. And it's a pleasure to show to you a global view how we work. My formation is in Barcelona, and after that, I study a few years art. When I am on the school, on the night I go to study art. After that, I study in Barcelona, and my formation is very technical, it's polytechnico. And I think the architect, sure, this is for the student that is here, it's more that you must be in general too, artists. Often I explain to my student that our work is like lasagna. A lot of layers. More layer, better formation. And when you have the lasagna, you eat the lasagna. And this is all together. It's just how you can make a nice work. You can learn everywhere. And we start to work, of course, visiting the place, try to analyze the place during the day, during the night, try to analyze the city, try to analyze the client, the economical situation where we are, if we are in expensive countries, because no, it's the same, make one work in Poland than in Germany, because they are very close, but the economical situation is very different. If you make in Switzerland, or if you make in Ukraine, it's completely different work, completely different system for work. We try to show to you, this is a plastilina, and how is this project in evolution? Before it's like that, after like that, after like that. At the same time, another part of the office is making drawing by hand, another is making section, sometimes in Katia, sometimes in Rhino, sometimes, yes, but the top is the model. The model Normally we work in clay, plastilina, on some flexible materials. This concrete model, drawings, architect need drawings for show concept of our project. Or, for example, this is a model that we make a very precise model. You put, sorry, this is a box of glass, of plastic. Here is good. Here are different pieces. Each of the pieces one a specific function. After that, we put sand from the beach. Our beach are blacks, and we make this. And after that, you see this piece there? I can take this piece and put here, for example, whack. And here, you know, all these nails, if I put this here, I can take the dimension and I can know exactly where is this point on the space. Have Y, X, and Z. Often I explain to my students, this is African scanner. It's just like a very, very simple one, but work very well. And this is a model. And in the 2003, I opened one office in Valencia in 2002 or 2001. And I think, oh, maybe we must be more technical. And we make one scanner. And we make one scanner and try to work by a scanner and printing 3D. And during 2 years, we work with a scanner. After 2 years, we come back again to the same system. I think it's if you work by the hand and you can put, like, for example, here, no, you see this model, and you have this model. Often I explain, this is a theater, and I put my head inside to the theater. And now I am inside to the theater. I can see the public. I can see if you are looking to me or no. All the people know. I can have the feeling that I am inside. And in my opinion, this only happen on the models. But we make concrete models. Another. Sometimes we make a small installation like that. This is a very narrow space. We painting this in fluorescence pigment, and during the night when cross the car, during 1 minute you can see that kind of effect. Very simple, but just change the atmosphere only with a few money. Or we make experience, this is fluorescence concrete. We mix 3M products with the concrete. Or this is, for example, our last work for the Venice Biennale. The Maroc Pavilion, Tariq Walalou, invited us to be part on the Maroc Pavilion. And he said to each of the team, I want that you think about how can be one city on the desert. This is very interesting because everybody knows the cities on the desert are normally roads, pumps, electricity, and after that the people put the boxes, and the boxes are full of air condition. But the origin of the city don't have any common sense because the city are everywhere. Before, if you analyze on the past, if you want to make a city, before you go to try to find the correct position for make the city. And when you found the correct position of make the city, you make the foundation there, after that you make the city. But now with the petrol, everything is possible everywhere. And we think, okay, the city that he proposed must be 1 kilometer for 1 kilometer for 1 kilometer. In fact, it's only thinking how can be one city and how can it start. What we need for one city? We need water, we need air, we need foods, and we need energy. With these 3 things, we can create one. And this is in the Maroc Pavilion. This is the model. Suppose 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer. Why have these gaps like that, this huge city? Because we suppose that the wind comes from here, because Sahara Desert have a lot of humidity wind that comes from the north. And the city must be a filter of the clouds, and thus the condensation of the water can be the birds after that can be the trees and the flowers, after that can be the life there. And this is a video that we make for the the winds that come from the north. This is my island where I live, and this is a desert. The wind comes from the north. After that, the condensation of the humidity. After that come the birds, start the life there. Water, around foods. And when you have that, yes, you can here to live. You prepared the place before. Thomas, Susana, Luca. Tariq Walalu, Thomas, the team. And this is a competition that we don't win. We have the third place in Costa Rica. But it's in the moment that we start to think about, have relation with our installation in the Venice Pavilion, no? It's something that really now we try to control in our building. These are experience. This is a cube of bamboo. And the history, they have the same weather about here. Have maybe more water than you. Costa Rica is always raining. Inside are very rational, and these are the walls of tube of bamboo. But what we want to, we try to think about in the natural ventilation. When the water comes through the bamboo down, the water transforms in vapor. And when the vapor comes, the temperature can be more down. And for that, we refresh the space inside. Under that, we take the energy from the subsoil, and the water is always through the bamboo. Always think natural ventilation. How can be the light? Yes, we make the first sketches, at the same time, we are thinking in the structure. We start to think about the money, the first sketches. We try to think about the ventilation. We put in 3D the building. After that, we are looking how can be the sun, how we can protect it, the shadow. And that is the idea. The idea is the water come down from here, and always through the water. And this is the Venice Biennale in the Spanish Pavilion 4 years ago. And this is 30% of one of our projects. We start with a small one, bigger. And this is just, at the end there is a huge model. This is in the Spanish Pavilion. A project,